Whitney Port has spoken about how she explains her miscarriage grief to her 4-year-old son. The American TV star has opened up about how she explains her grief to Sonny in terms he will understand. Whitney, 36, who made her name on reality TV series The Hills, discovered she had suffered from pregnancy loss last week after a doctor informed her of the sad news. Speaking on the latest episode of her podcast with Whit, the star talks about learning her pregnancy was not viable during a chat recorded on the day she found out the tragic news. "After I miscarried last week, I decided to pick up my phone and record an audio diary of how I was feeling," the reality TV star wrote on Instagram to promote the moving episode of her podcast. "I found out Wednesday afternoon and recorded this that night," she explained. "Needless to say, my words are emotional. My heart is with every single woman who has gone through this pain. I hope by sharing my feelings and story, some of you will not feel alone." During the episode, Whitney cries as she recalls learning the news of her pregnancy loss in her raw audio diary. "Today, we found out as a final conclusion that the pregnancy was and is not viable," she says during the audio show. "There was no heartbeat. I went to the doctor today by myself, actually. I didn't even think that there was a possibility of bad news." She continues, "I don't know why. I felt like I was feeling super hopeful from hearing that the baby had doubled in size last week, and I just felt like it was only up from here." The star, who shares son Sonny Sanford with husband Tim Rosenman, has experienced 2 miscarriages before and a chemical pregnancy. In the moving podcast episode, Whitney goes on to sadly admit that the grief of miscarriage is a familiar feeling. "He looked at the ultrasound and looked at me and raised his eyebrows and just shook his head, and in that moment, I just knew, and it just felt like Groundhog's Day, like, just the feeling of grief is all too familiar," she painfully recalls. After marrying in November 2015, Whitney and Tim, her former The City producer, went on to welcome their first child into the world together 2 years later. Speaking on the latest installment of her podcast, entitled "I Had Another Miscarriage," the reality TV star explains how she handles her grief while raising her 4-year-old son. "I'm trying my best to be positive, especially just for Sonny, not even for me," she candidly admits. "I don't want him to see me like a mess. He's seen me cry way more than I want him to see me cry." If you are affected by this story, ARC 0845 077 2290 or 0207 713 7486 RQK. Org Antenatal Results and Choices supports families through antenatal screening when they are faced with the difficult decision whether to continue with the pregnancy. Their helpline is manned by trained staff from 10 am 5:30 p.m., Monday to Friday. Tommy's 0800 0147 800 Tommy's. Or email midwife@tommys.org. Funds research into miscarriage, stillbirth and premature birth and provides pregnancy health information to parents. If you are pregnant and have immediate concerns, you can contact the free pregnancy line, open 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., Monday to Friday. SANS 0808 164 3332 SANS. Org.uk offers free support to anyone affected by the loss of a baby through stillbirth or neonatal death. You can call the helpline or email helpline@sans. Org.uk. The website also has an online forum where you can speak to people who have suffered similar experiences and a list of support groups so you can find the one closest to you. Bliss 020-7378-1122 Bliss. Org.uk for babies born premature of sick Bliss. Org.uk. Email hello@bliss.org. UK aims to give every baby born premature or sick in the UK the best chance of survival and quality of life. She then goes on to explain she has consulted her therapist about how to navigate her emotions in front of her child. It's okay for him to see those things, but it's important for him to know it's nothing that he did and things sometimes happen, she explains. Just like when he gets a boo-boo and cries, that's what happens to mommy too. I'm putting it in his terms. If you've been affected by this story, the Miscarriage Association helpline, 01924-200-799, is manned Monday to Friday, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m., or email info@miscarriageassociation.org.uk.